Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the predict the outcome for WWE Crown Jewel. As you see right here, this is the main event. These two men, Roman Reigns defends the undisputed Universal Championship against relatively newcomer and YouTuber Logan Paul, our up and coming star Logan Paul. Logan Paul gets a shot in his third match in WWE against the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns coming up. Also, too, the battle of these two big men, Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, a renewed rivalry from the Royal Rumble earlier this year, comes ahead to at Crown Jewel, and it comes ahead which one of these two behemoths will emerge victorious in their match. Also, too, the women's championship from Raw is on the line as Bayley gets one more shot against Bianca Belair. But this time in the last woman standing match, could Bayley be the one be standing and holding the Raw Women's Championship, or Bianca Belair continue her reign from winning the championship at WrestleMania coming up? And two, this is the match right here of gigantic proportions. Who is the true giant of WWE in the modern era? Between Braun Strowman, who's returning, and Omos. Well, Omos had been dominated ever since Braun had left WWE or was unceremoniously let go. But now Braun is back to claim his title as the true giant of the WWE. We get to this and more as the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Crown Jewel Predict Outcome, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kid Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. As you see right here on the thumbnail, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Yes, this is the Crown Jewel Pro Wrestling Show Predict the Outcome edition. Thank you all for watching. We have a lot of matches right here. We have 4 championships, 7 matches, 8 matches. I meant to say 8 matches on the card. Man, we thank you for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect TV. We thank you all. Like I said, wrestling matters, and we glad that you joined us here on the Pro Wrestling Show to watch and learn. We thank you once again. So we're gonna get started with the festivities in hand. So let's start right now with one of these matches. We're gonna start with this match. A grudge match between these two men. These two men right here. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. Something has to give. We know that Drew and Karrion had a match at Scream Rules last month that many people are still talking about and buzzing about. We know that Drew and Karrion had a match. We know that Drew has issued warning to Karrion a couple weeks ago after Karrion got his number by Karrion defeating him in a scrap match. Drew was coming out momentum after him trying to win the championship from Roman Reigns, but Karrion Kross was in sight, standing there watching the match as it progressed. And like I said, this match had started at Scream Rules, and now it goes another level inch. Now that this match now is just going to be inside of a 15-foot solid steel cage between these two men. So no escape, no interference from Scarlett or nobody. Now I know that this match has to be the proving ground for the match that Karrion wants and that Karrion needs. Karrion Kross is sick, psycho, and he's just a psychopath. Karrion Kross sent a message last week on SmackDown when he went against Madcap Moss that he will take no limits, no bounds to get what he wants and defeat Drew McIntyre inside of his 15-foot solid steel cage. And I think Karrion Kross may be psychopath it ways to do so and do it as he pleases. So like I said, Scarlett is not going to be involved in this match. Karrion Kross needs this more, and he needs to be more of a main eventer. And I don't know. They say cage matches are designed for the bad guy, but Drew needs this. So I'm gonna go with my opinion is I'm gonna go with Karrion doesn't Drew doesn't need it. I'm gonna go with Karrion Cross. And it will continue on. Karrion Cross will win this steel cage match over Drew McIntyre and cement his legacy as a main eventer. Also, too, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line as new champions Alexa Bliss and Asuka defend their goal against the Damage Control. This is from this past Monday. What happened was an impromptu tag team championship match. Damage Control was not prepared, but Damage Control already in the Middle East, um, looking to prepare for their championship matches as well as Bailey. We'll talk about that a little bit later on the show. But Damage Control don't have the gold. Bianca and Alexa and Asuka have all the gold. Will these three ladies be vulnerable in their championship matches? Only time will tell. But look for this to be easy. Damage Control will probably get their titles back, but it's too early to say so right now. Damage Control so used to having tag team gold and stuff. Now the tag team goal is in the pursuit of Alexa Bliss and Asuka. So look for Alexa Bliss and Asuka to retain their Raw Women's the tag team championships, and maybe down the road, Damage Control could come back and get their titles back sooner rather than later. So look for that. Also, too, speaking of tag team championship matches, the Usos defend their tag team goal against the Brawling Brutes. The Brawling Brutes, I didn't know there was no more contenders for the championships, but the Brawling Brutes have been vital along with the Usos. So the Usos has been having a little bit of trouble, especially with Jay. Jay don't believe Sammy, and Sammy trying to keep peace, but Roman Reigns at the last week at the Jay said he don't give a flip about what the tribal chief thinks. That will irk the tribal chief, and the tribal chief looked at Jay a little bit side eye and told him, "You're gonna be a little bit more oopsie." And I think Jay's gonna get it, and I think Jay can see through what's going on. Also, interesting note: Vince Russo probably put down that Sammy could be infiltrating the group and try to start his own family, but I don't think so. I think Sammy somewhere just don't know who and how that's gonna play out. Also, too earlier tonight, the New Day won the contenders match, saying that they're next in line. So look for the Usos to retain their tag team championship over the Brawling Brutes. That'll be an easy match for them to do. The Usos got a lot of things going on for them, so look for that coming up. All right. Also, too, another match that's been talked about. This match right here, of giant proportions. Braun Strowman, the returning Braun Strowman, is back in WWE. Braun is back. Braun looks to claim his territory, but as the true giant of WWE in my era, Omos takes issue to that. Omos, the giant who's been around for a minute, Omos saying that he's the true giant of WWE. And you can tell right here, look at this standing. Omos stands at 7'3". Braun Strowman 6'8", 6'9". These two big men will be battling each other out in that match. Um, like I said, this is a match of true giant proportions. Who is the real giant of WWE in the modern era? Um, like I said, I think this is gonna be a trios match. They may have a match at WrestleMania for a rematch. But look for Omos to win the match over Braun Strowman. Look at how tall Omos is. Omos standing at 7'3". Braun Strowman 6'8". I know people want to know that's like, well, okay, you're repeating yourself, but you can tell it's true. Omos, they did the weigh in this yesterday, as Braun weighed in about 400 some, 300 something, 380. Omos weighed in at 4 something. Man, this is a true test for Braun Strowman returning. But look for Omos to win the match and be dominant and continue on his reign. Speaking of that, like I said, these matches continue through and through. The returning Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has been returning back on SmackDown, giving the blue brand a big pop. Bray Wyatt returning, and Bray Wyatt. If we can show Bray Wyatt, please. Bray Wyatt returning right here to come back with his lantern. Bray Wyatt been talking about fighting his demons, and then I guess he's gonna be fighting himself. Well, he had somebody, according to him, like Uncle Howdy. Who is this Uncle Howdy and how he's a player and affecting Bray Wyatt and what he'll do? We just don't know. Uncle is sick and twisted. Uncle Howdy out here saying that he is the one that Bray needs to watch out for. I'm kind of interested in how this is gonna play out at the pay per view. But like I said, we got to wait and see. Bray Wyatt saying that he's gonna make a rare special appearance. We'll see what Bray Wyatt has in store at Crown Jewel. It's gonna be a match of nutrition. I tell you that. Whatever Bray Wyatt is gonna do, it's gonna be shocking and scary at the same time. So we'll look forward to seeing that Bray Wyatt, what he has planned and what he has in store at Crown Jewel. We'll see. Also, too, Bianca Belair defends her Raw Women's Championship against Bayley. We know Bianca Belair had Bayley number. Who can forget that important match, a women's ladder match at Screen Rules? That was amazing. Bianca Belair did it, went toe to toe to Bayley and won it with the ladder match. Now Bianca defends her championship, her Raw Women's Championship against Bayley. And we'll see this time. Can Bayley end Bianca Belair? Yeah. 8 months reign as women's champion of Raw. Bayley returning from injury. And Bianca Belair was the person that injured from SummerSlam. Now Bayley's back, and Bayley's back in the fact. So Bayley wants that championship back in worst way in the war. She wants to complete the trio. Like if she can get Damage Control to get the championships back, and her winning the women's championship, she's set as that. But Bianca Belair has been motivating for her and her friends, Alexa Bliss and Asuka, to win their tag team championships. This is the first time ever a last woman standing match between Bianca Belair and Bayley. Look for Bayley to either recruit someone in the fit mold, and Bayley wins the women's championship from Bianca Belair, and Damage Control will be holding one goal, just be the women's world goal, and they had to work on getting the tag team gold back. So look for Bayley to win and Bianca Belair to not be women's champion no longer, and set up their program for Team Bayley, Team Bianca for Survivor Series and the first ever Women's War Games match. That's going to be so good. Hopefully we'll talk about it a little bit later that this woman right here could be coming back at Survivor Series sooner rather than later, but we'll talk about Becky Lynch a little later on the show. Also, too, this match right here, Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. We had it the first time earlier this year at the Royal Rumble between these two men for the WWE Championship, and they battled out. But Bobby Lashley emerged victorious over Brock that night with the help of Roman Reigns. Now, full circle, we bring it back as Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley want to tear each other apart limb by limb. They had to do so this past week on Raw as the Triple H had trying to come in and de-escalate the feud, the fight between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. After Triple H told him that there won't be no match, they won't get paid, and Brock Lesnar stopped. You know, Brock Lesnar love a thing or two about getting paid, so Brock Lesnar loves getting paid. But this is right here, interesting feat right here. This is the tail of the tape right here. Both men are similar at age and height, and damn near similar at weight. and they have both impressive MMA records, in-ring experience, just about the same. Um, Wrestling titles, just about the same in a way. Both men are equally matched to me. Brock, when it comes about like who's been the longest in WWE, it's been Brock in a way. But both men are both in their mid 40s. Both men about the same heights, almost the same weight. MMA records, inexperience in the ring. Um, like I said, this is when you think about it, Brock has not won no secondary title. It's been Bobby with the more accomplished in wrestling, but Brock has been in UFC, so they kind of helped legitimize UFC in a way. But like I said, who needs it the most? I think fans are not registering into Bobby as they should, and then too, I don't know who's the heel, who's the damn babyface. I think Brock's the heel and Bobby's the babyface. Look for this man right here, Brock Lesnar, to win the match over Bobby Lashley and go on. And Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley might have another series of matches. Probably have another match at WrestleMania again. So look for that. Look for that indeed. Brock Lesnar over Bobby Lashley. Also, too, 6-man tag team action right here. The Judgment Day taking on the OC. We know that the Judgment Day has been using Rilla Ripley, who's been the real Ripley factor. The OC can't solve a solution to get rid of him, but AJ Styles believes he has a solution to the matter. We don't know what the solution is. A lot of people are registering. Be Beth Phoenix, be Charlotte Flair returning. There was a lot going on, but the Judgment Day. Looking forward to dominate. Judgment Day has been dominated as a past late over the OC. The OC can't figure out a way to defeat the Judgment Day. Well, like I said, look for the OC to win the match and get over on the Judgment Day and find that solution that they've been needing to get their hands on Judgment Day and get the job done. So hopefully one of those two women I had made mention will be back and hopefully in some grand fashion. So we'll see that match as well and stuff. Speaking of that, we're talking about it right now. The main event. The main event. We got through all the matches. This is the main event right here for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns, the champion, defends his championship against Logan Paul. Logan Paul and Roman Reigns battle for the world championship, the undisputed championship. Indeed, we just found out that Logan's brother, boxing one of the boxing stars, Jake Paul, will be in Logan's corner. And will Jake Paul play a difference to help his brother or help deter his brother? We don't know. We see right here. These are pictures right here of the Paul brothers and the bloodline meeting the king. And so this is going to be an affair that many people want to see coming at the Crown Jewel event. So, like I said, Roman Reigns has been a dominating champion for holding the championship for nearly 2 years, and not almost been 3 years since he's not been pinned. So that's a strong force right there. Roman made a very appearance on Raw this past week to make appearance, but he got confronted by the Miz, who got history with Logan Paul during the last two matches. He teamed with Logan Paul, and he had got defeated by Logan Paul this past SummerSlam. Now Roman Reigns decided to take matters in hand and Sulan punched the Miz. Miz did not see that coming. Roman Reigns got perturbed, didn't want to hear that. Roman Reigns has been a dominant champion for so long, for a long time. A dominant, strong champion, a confident champion. When you're a confident champion, you can amount to beat the odds. Now we know that Paul Heyman had alluded to Roman that hey, Logan has steel metal plate in his arm. And I guess that's what Logan was saying. One lucky shot, he can be the next champion. But as you see right here, this is what Logan Paul wrote. Said he ain't lying. So Roman Reigns got a lot on his plate, even the problems at hand with his own members of his own bloodline with trying to keep the peace between Sami Zayn and Jay Uso, trying to keep them from not going at each other's throats because of what Jay could think he could see through Sammy, and Sammy trying to play along and tag along. Um, like I said, it's no simple. It's going to be easy. Roman Reigns will retain his championship and continue his dominance coming towards adding towards 2023. We don't know where it waits Roman Reigns coming up, but Roman Reigns will defeat Logan Paul. Logan Paul will put up a fight, but it won't be the fight that Logan Paul think he's gonna win. Logan Paul will lose and crash foul as Roman Reigns dominate and emerge victorious in his match. So look for Roman Reigns to emerge victorious over Logan Paul for Crown Jewel. All right, does it for well, that does it for predict the outcome for WWE Crown Jewel. We're gonna move forward to wrestling hot topics. On wrestling hot topics, we're gonna talk about this. Um, you probably saw it that Becky Lynch will guest star on Young Rock. Becky Lynch, the man, she will guest star on Young Rock playing rock and roller Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper played a detrimental part in the rock and wrestling connection back in the mid 80s that helped jumpstart WWE and rock and roll to WrestleMania. That's we get the background story to that and how Young Rock um, tells the story of how Cyndi Lauper got involved in wrestling and how she's gonna do that. I hope she's gonna have her accent or have a Cyndi Lauper's accent, a baby accent. We'll see on that. But Becky Lynch guest starred on Young Rock. Watch Young Rock on NBC or on Peacock to see. I'm gonna watch it soon. I'll probably watch it whenever I can. We'll talk about it. But Becky Lynch will portray Cyndi Lauper on Young Rock. Shit, good to see it later on whenever I can. Also, too, we heard that Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and her husband Montez Ford, the Street Profits, WWE renewed their deal with Hulu, but Montez and Bianca will get their own reality show, and it'll be focused on them and their lives and centered around them. So, congratulations to Bianca Belair and Montez Ford on this honor. Um, trying to see. Also, we're trying to see before we head out. We heard too that former WWE chairman Vince McMahon is officially done with WWE. WWE included their investigation, and we talked to you. We told you earlier in the middle of the year or earlier this summer that Vince McMahon was found alleged with the sexual misconduct, and he was ousted out of his job from as being WWE CEO and chairman. And thus his daughter Stephanie, the co-CEO and chairwoman, along with Nick Khan, who is the co-CEO and former president. Vince McMahon is done, but there's been reports that Vince McMahon could be getting a farewell treatment at WrestleMania in the Hall of Fame. You never know. You will have to wait and see on that one. So we'll have to see. Also, too, like we said, we told you about the Usos with the Crown Jewel event. So the Usos at Crown Jewel, we told you that the bloodline there, as well as the Paul brothers, Jake and Logan, they are there. And Damage Control is there too, taking photos as well. So there's a lot going on, a lot of stuff. Even this too, there was a story earlier this week as the Wall Street Journal had reported that Saudi Arabia shared intelligence with the U.S. warning of an imminent attack from Iran and targets into the kingdom. So hopefully things are safe and WWE can have a safe trip and come back. We'll be getting involved in matters like this. We don't know at the moment. So hopefully things are going around safe. So we hope to see that. All right. We're going to end the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Predict the Outcome for WWE Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. We're going to leave you with these matches right here. These are the matches and segments that will be talked about and discussed throughout Crown Jewel. Thank you all for watching the Pro Wrestling Show for the special Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. We'll see you next week for the Raw Ring Report. See you then.